Can I be honest with you? This week, I almost convinced myself to go on a break. And I'm being serious. Even today's video, I almost did not record it because I didn't have the zeal in me to record it. And I think this is coming from a place of when you keep, putting in effort, when you keep trying, when you keep taking those steps, and it just seems like you can't see the results that you envision. And I think for me, it's actually even more difficult because I have monetized my skill before. I used to, train and teach people how to become exceptional Scrum Masters. As I am an exceptional Agile coach, I have this experience. I've been in this industry for over a decade. And, in 2020, I monetized my Agile knowledge and it was a huge success. And then having to, pivot from that and move into a new space and trying to monetize my business skill set. And, knowing how it's been done before and trying to replicate those steps, but now you're in a new industry, you're monetizing a new skill set, you're talking to a new audience, not no longer working professionals, but now you're talking to what do you call it, small business owners. Uh, it feels like I'm not only starting from scratch, but I think the fact that it has worked out for me before and right now things look slower is a bit disappointing. And I am being very honest with you. And I know that some of you may have never monetized a skill before. So your feelings might be slightly different. But I want to believe that if you're still in that phase where you're trying to figure things out, you might still feel disappointed coming from a place of, hey, I am posting, I'm trying to be visible, I am making those connections, I'm trying to build a community, I'm trying to help and throw out value in there, but I can't seem to, connect with the audience, the audience can't seem to find me. And all of that can be so overwhelming where you feel like, you know what? Let me take a break, right? Maybe I'll come back to this. But then I realized that taking a break is just a better word for giving up. And so if I want to be truthful with myself, I've got to understand, why do I even want to take a break? Is it the fact that I'm not seeing the results that I want to see? Is that why I want to take a break? Do I really want to take a break or do I want to give up, right? Or do I want to re-strategize? Or do I now want to do things behind the scene and wait for things to be successful before, I come back out? Because when I monetized my Agile knowledge, I didn't talk about it. I just started to create content. I was doing everything behind the scenes. And then, I started to find my audience and they started even to reach out to me. In all honesty, they were reaching out to me. I didn't even have to reach out to an audience. I just started to see DMs. I started to see comments. I started to see lots of emails. It was that, like, my alarm went off. It was that surreal, with my Agile business. And maybe working professionals are just quite different from small business owners. I don't know. But then it just felt quite different. But that kind of led me to coming out here to speak because I want to believe that I'm not the only person who is in this feeling. I'm not the only one who is going through all of this. And I believe that as someone who has done it before and is doing it again, I think it's important that I'm also able to share with my community the things that I am doing to ensure that I am going, regardless of what things look like, to make sure that I'm finding reasons to just keep forging. Because even though it might be easier to take a break or give up, at the end of the day, is that what we really want? How far are we willing to go for this goal that we desire? And so in today's video, I want to share with you, the steps that I am taking to ensure that I am staying consistent, even though I would like to also acknowledge that monetizing your skill set can be difficult. It's not easy breezy, but it's doable. I've done it before. There are thousands of people who have done it before. So it's possible and it's doable. So do not give up. All right. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adeyinka and I help working professionals monetize their skill set so that they can build a six-figure business without having to quit their job. And I think it's very important that we're able to build a business while we still have a job because it gives us some type of comfort, right? And now that you're trying to monetize your skill, at least you don't have to worry about finances because you have one stream of income that is still coming through for you. And that's why my own goal is so specific in terms of I want you as a working professional to be able to monetize your skill set while you still have your job so that you don't feel a lot of pressure, right? Because I know that you're going to feel pressure from things feeling slow, things not picking up like you want it to be. But at least let's not compound it with not having a job, right? Let's have a job. Let's have a stream of income coming in. Let's take care of our bills, what we're trying to build, the future, and the life that we desire. Now, one of the big reasons why monetizing your skill is going to feel very hard, and it's important that we're aware, is because at the beginning stage, it's going to feel like you're talking to a wall, right? And when I say this, it's with regards like you're posting, right? For example, I record about 6 times a week. I record short form and long form videos. I think I'm in a very more complicated space because I have two things that I'm doing at the same time. I am updating my audience over here on how I am monetizing my business skill set. And still on the other side, I'm actually monetizing my business skill set, which means that I have to create content for these two streams, right? And so it becomes very difficult when you're posting, right? You're creating content, you know it's valuable, but it just feels like you're speaking to yourself, right? When you find very little views, when you find, very little interactions. The other day, I would tell you, the other day I uploaded a video and I was right there with my son. And my son watches YouTube a lot, right? So he has like all those YouTube channels that he also follows. And when it comes to kids, the channels are extremely successful. Like they have millions of views. So for my son, that's what he's used to. Like every video basically would have millions of views. Every channel would have millions of views. So I was actually watching myself the other night. And then he was like, Mommy, how come you don't have any views? I was like, I just uploaded the video like 5 minutes ago. It was like, really? I was like, yes. And then he looked at me. It was like, okay. I was like, okay, right? So the next day, I was on YouTube again and I was just kind of going through my channel and all of that. And it was like, Mommy, you have only 30 views. I was like, yes. He was like, but my channel that I watch has over 1 million views. I was like, yeah, because those guys are big, like they're superstars. It's like, so why'd you keep making these videos? I'm like, what? Coming from you? Like, seriously? And that's the reality, right? And because, in all honesty, those are some of the questions that we ask ourselves, right? Why are we even doing this, right? Every day I'm making these videos, I'm making this content. It's work to actually, create videos, edit those videos, post those videos, try to interact, build a community, build an audience. All of that is hard work on top of all of the things that you've got to do. And so it's very normal that once in a while you kind of think about the fact that why am I really doing this if there's nobody watching, if there's nobody listening? And so one of the problems we get to face is the fact that it feels like we're talking to a wall. But in reality, you're not talking to a wall, right? And I feel like it's important that I share this because I feel like as humans, we are so used to wanting to look at the bad side of a thing rather than the good side, right? Obviously, there are channels that have million views, there are channels that have thousands of views. And then there's this channel where you have like 30 people watching or listening, right? Or sometimes on a good day, it gets like 100 or 200, right? But when you compare it to 1,000 views and 1 million views, it feels like you've done absolutely nothing. But then again, I am reminded that 30 people still took their time to watch it. Whether it's 5 minutes they watch out of the video, whether it's 2 minutes, whether it's seven, whether they watch the entire thing. 30 people, 100 people, 200 people took their time to watch it. And I think that in itself, it is progress. It is progress. And so while we might be quick to look at the slow progress we're making, the reality is you are making progress. While the progress might not be visible, you are making progress. There is something about you that is changing. I know how much YouTube has blessed me, even from, a corporate point of view, how I'm able to better interact with people, how I'm able to better communicate because hey, I had to talk to a camera and be able to communicate like I'm speaking to another human. And so I have grown in so many ways. There's so many skills that I have today that if I did not start YouTube, I would not be able to do. I can't even count it. From learning how to build websites to learning how to edit to learning how to create funnels to learning email marketing. I've learned digital marketing. There's so many things that I'm extremely good at today that it all started because I made a choice to kick off YouTube. And then I made a choice to kick off a coaching business. I made a choice to start teaching and to start helping people. So when I start to think of all of those things, they are progress in itself, but it would take you sitting down and reflecting to get to that stage. Because the natural thing that comes to us is, hey, things are not working well. You have very little views. You don't have comments. You don't have DMs. Who's going to buy from you? It's so easy for all of those things to come and threaten your peace to the point where you feel like, you know what? Let me just take a break. This might not be for me. Let me just focus on my job. Let me just go do something else. Let me just go focus on my business. But no, I've been there before. I've seen it work. I've seen it happen. I've seen the beauty of running a business. I've seen the beauty of monetizing a skill set. And this new skill set that I am trying to monetize, I'm going to leave it through to the very end. And I just felt like making this video would also encourage someone else out there that is in the same position and situation as I am in, hoping that it's going to encourage you to just keep going and to keep moving because there's light at the end of the tunnel. And, even though it might look like things are moving at a very much slower pace, we're still making progress. Now, I'll share one of the progress that happened to me in like a couple of days. In my last video, I shared how I wanted to move from just posting to becoming more visible. And I also shared how I wanted to bring people into my world, where I wanted to bring people into behind the scenes of how I'm actually running these businesses and the struggles that I'm sharing. And I'll tell you that after the first video that I made that wasn't focused on teaching strategies, but it was more of, hey, this is some of the experiences that I've gone through that are bad experiences, and hopefully you learn from this so you don't make the same mistakes. You would not believe that I received over 4 DMs. I had comments on that post. I was so shocked, and to me, I think back that what if I didn't force myself to try out another strategy? I would never have known that people can relate more to stories that are crafted this way than this way. Even though people like you to teach and people like you to share, your strategies and tips, I noticed the people, at least this week alone, the people are responding much better to my content where it feels like I am sharing my mistakes. I feel like it's making me more relatable with them. And so they're like, hey, she's going through this. I've gone through this before. So that means I'm not dumb, right? Somebody else made the same mistake. And I think it makes us feel like we're not alone. And honestly, that is going to be my content strategy going forward. Even though I'm still going to be sharing the tips and the strategies, in that same video, I'm going to share it from my point of experience so that I am more relatable because that's one thing I've noticed. And I've created about 2 to 3 contents in that manner, and they've performed much better than the other contents that I created last week. Now, this goes back to the point of even though you feel like you're not making progress, the fact that you're doing things is it's exposing you to better ways of doing things, which then helps you get even further in your dreams. Because if I didn't create content last week, I would not have realized that this week I should create a different form of content. If I didn't create a different form of content this week, I will not realize that, hey, people relate more to these types of content. So you see how all progress is good progress, even though it will feel like, hey, it's 4 people that saw it, or it's 10 people that saw it, or it's 20 or 30 or 100 people that saw it. So I just want to encourage us that let's keep going. Let's keep moving. Your feelings are valid. It's normal for things to feel disappointing. We want things to be much faster, than where we currently are. But it does not mean that we're not making any progress. Okay? So keep going, keep pushing. I am not giving up. I showed up today regardless. I recorded this video. I am happy and I am proud of myself. And that's one of the things I've also learned. I'm going to be celebrating every task. I'm going to be celebrating every milestone. If I get up and record, it's a win. If I get up and I post, it's a win. If one person likes it, it's a win. If five people like it, it's a win. If I get a DM, it's a win. I get 5 DMs, it's a win. I'm able to help the next person, it's a win. And I feel like the more we're more grateful, the more zeal we get to keep pushing and keep going. Because at the end of the day, our dreams are valid and it is possible. Okay? So, what I'd like you to take away from all of this is that it is normal for things to feel discouraging. It is normal for you to feel like giving up. It is normal when it seems like you're not making progress. It is normal when things look like it's crawling rather than walking or running. It is normal. Every time I have to remind myself that, Yinka, you're comparing yourself on week 3 to 4 years ago and how far you've come. And I think the difference is that back then, I don't think I documented my entire process. So I can't even remember how long it took for things to actually pick up. But I remember that in 2020, when I kind of started, I actually took a break because I went to go launch a business. So I think I got distracted. And then one day I was checking my email and people started reaching out to me. And I was like, oh my goodness, I actually even forgot about my YouTube and all of these emails. And so I went back. So it felt like my audience was already waiting for me. And I feel like maybe that's why I didn't even notice how long it took. But this one, I am conscious, I'm active, I'm intentional. And I'm counting down the days and the weeks. I created an 8-week roadmap. And so every day feels like it's getting closer. And I'm like, oh, what's happening? It's getting closer. It's already week 3. What's happening? And all of that. So while it's good for you to have a roadmap, don't let that roadmap also choke you, right? It's great for us to have timelines because they help us stay intentional and they make us do something about our goal on a day-to-day basis. But at the end of the day, don't let us choke ourselves with it, right? So just know that it's fine and it's okay for you to feel the way that you feel right now. Everything would work out. And that's what today's video is really about. Letting you know that it is possible for you to feel extremely disappointed, that despite all of the progress, things are not moving. It is normal. I'm in this with you and I feel this way, right? I don't know whether you've done it before or you're also trying to do it again. I have done it before and I made a lot of money monetizing my agile knowledge. I did. And the kind of money that I made, monetizing my agile knowledge, building my coaching business and all of that keeps me going, right? And even despite that, it still father feels the frustration because I'm like, wow, things are moving quickly. I know how things moved in the past. Well, things are moving as quickly as it should, right? So I just want you to know that it's okay that you feel this way. If I can feel this way, that's why it being like my second trial at it. Don't feel bad. Don't beat yourself up. And more importantly, do not give up. Okay. I think that's what I want to share with you today. Do not give up. Keep going, keep posting, keep learning, keep growing. Stay true to your roadmap because it just takes a day for your life to turn around. And that day is coming and it's much closer than you can feel it. And that's all I want you to know. So I hope that you stay blessed. I hope that you keep pushing. I hope you do not give up on your goal and on your dreams. And I will catch you in my next video. Stay blessed, stay true to yourself, and stay true to your goals. I'll see you. Bye.